Hey guys, it's Renee, President Forever VSG Jodi. Wicked sorry for the total clusterfuck background. I've been meaning to make a video for so long. I know it's been like more than a month. I just got home and nobody's home and I want to get this done, and my camera battery's dead, so I'm like plugged into the wall on my floor next to my unmade bed, so wicked sorry. Before I get into stats and all that, because I made notes, I was good, I just wanted to quickly respond to a couple of people. I'm wicked sorry about the crazy hair. Respond to a couple of people's videos, Confessions of a Fat Girl tag, and a couple other videos. One, I saw Chloe from Sleeve Reprieve, saw most of your video this morning, and I've seen some other people's, and aside from the bravery, which, oh my god, and the honesty, VSG Jodi as well, I think we could all relate to everything that everybody was saying, but the thing that struck me and got me thinking was she was talking about how her parents must have known that she was sneaking the food, or that, you know, boy, we're going through all this ice cream really fast and stuff. And when I was a kid in the 80s, my mom was such, I think today I realize that she's the one that had the body issues and the weight issues, and that she transferred them onto me. My mom is 5'2". Her weight range her whole life was probably between 120 and 140. So she didn't really have a weight issue, even though she thought she did. We only ever had sweet and low in our house. Diet this, diet that. We had margarine. We had, I can't believe it's not butter. It was just all chemicals. She went through every diet phase and every exercise place that there was. She did aerobics. She did this, she did that. And she was constantly obsessing about her weight, which really wasn't an issue. And it was never about her health. And that transferred to me, and I was a normal weight until I was probably 8 or 9, and that's a whole other series of videos, traumatic things that happened. And then I kind of leveled out, and in high school, I was the same height, I was 5'8", and I was like 165 at my highest, which is kind of my goal weight now, which is ironic, because that's what I'm trying to get back to. And so again, and I've had this discussion with my mom as an adult about why were you so obsessed about my weight in high school? She doesn't know what my sister's weights were, but she can tell you what my weight was every year of my life because she was obsessed with it. Always making me feel not as good as my sister. Why can't you be thinner? Why can't you be more active? Now, I take after my father's side, 5'8", bigger build. My sister's petite like my mom, 5'2", tiny. And then the third sister is almost 6 feet tall and built like I am. So it was one of those things where, again, you know, our house only ever had Cheez-Its, Caitlyn, apple juice, pretzel rods, diet drink mixes. Those were the things allowed in my house. And I went to college, and I think part of me said, fuck you, I'm going to eat Doritos. I'm going to eat sugary cereal. I'm going to eat whatever I want, sort of as a rebellion of never being able to eat what I wanted. And I still have that mentality sometimes, like, I'm going to eat whatever I want. You know, and I think, Caitlyn, this goes back to talking about your kids and setting a good example. You're doing all the things right, trying to be healthy, trying to be active, trying to have the right food choices. But I also think that it's important to have those sort of forbidden foods so that you can learn how to handle them in moderation. I think every single one of us was told we couldn't have them, or that we shouldn't have them, and so that makes us covet it more and eat them more or want them more or whatever. It's almost like kids in Europe have a glass of wine from the time they're 12 with dinner on, and they don't have the alcoholism rates that we have because they're taught how to handle it and how to have it in moderation and how to enjoy it, instead of sneak it while you can because nobody's looking and nobody's going to give you a hard time about it. And like I said, I think it really, that whole thing just screwed my head up for the rest of my, you know, adult life. Again, at one point I was on Weight Watchers when I was 12, and I was having to gain weight because I had grown, and so my target weight changed. I'm like, why am I going to Weight Watchers to gain weight? Like, it didn't make sense to me. And it wasn't ever about being healthy or, I mean, I was an athlete. I rode horses. I played field hockey. I played softball. I did everything. I was a lifeguard, for God's sakes, and a Speedo all summer, every summer. I didn't have a problem. And all those things set me up for all the problems that I have now. So that was my totally random rant on Confessions of a Fat Girl. And yeah, I think it's important as parents and role models that we model behavior we want to see and how to make good choices instead of harping on bad choices or harping on size or superficial things. Health, activity, longevity, all those things, that's the right way to be. So with that being said, sorry, hi. I think this is my week 46. I'm in the middle of week 46, 47. I had my VSG August 31st, 2015 at Tufts New England Medical Center with Dr. Sajani Shah. I recently had my 6-month update, which was actually like 10 months because I switched jobs and insurance. So I was just up there, and on my date of surgery, I was 329.6. I forgot about that 0.6, but they reminded me at the weight center. My date of surgery, I was 311.7, and when I went up to the weight center, which was technically, I think, week 41, I was 217.8. So I was just shy of 100 pounds from my surgery date. The last couple of weeks, I've been bouncing between 215, and the lowest I've seen was 210.8. It's been Shark Week. It's been a full moon. And I've started running. Wogging. Faster than a walks. Jog, maybe. I am training for 5Ks. And so I've been running 3 or 4 times a week. Like 3 miles at this point. So I'm having to eat a little more, and I feel like I'm gaining muscle, which I know it sounds like such a cop-out. It's like, oh, I'm gaining muscle, and it's not fat. But I feel like my body shape's changing. My pants are falling off, but I still have that middle fupa gut thing happening. Also, constipation's been an issue. I haven't been great about water. I've got to be better about that. Okay, so 6-month/10-month follow-up at the doctor. The psychologist was awesome. She was really so happy with my progress and just so encouraging and trying to point out all the good things I've done. I really got I had a good time. I was there with her almost an hour, so that was good. The dietitian, I felt rushed. She normally is a little bit better, but the person that was supposed to be there before me was late and didn't show up on time, and so she was kind of trying to deal with that and felt bad. But she was saying that at almost a year out, which I am almost a year out, I don't know how that happened, that in addition to the, 60 to 80 to 100, however many ounces of water, sorry, holding the camera here, and the 80 to 100 grams protein, that I should be eating about 130 grams of carbs a day. Now again, I don't do keto, I don't do ultra low carb, but that's like double to triple the amount of carbs that I have been eating. And now that I'm running, she said that I definitely need to give my body that. So I'm trying to figure that out. Like, how does that work? Because that's a lot of food. I feel like I have a hard time with food. I still am doing a Quest protein and Fairlife milk coffee shake in the morning. And then it's like, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure that out. That's a lot of carbs. But again, I'm trying to eat carbs and fruits and veggies and dairy and maybe like whole grain pasta or that kind of stuff. So, oh, Dave's Killer Bread. Best thing ever. I ate the small loaf. It's 60 calories per slice, and it's 3 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber, and I think like 13 or 14 carbs net, I think. But there's tons of whole grains and stuff, so I've been able to find that, and I've been enjoying a piece or two that a day. So I feel good about that. Like, that's a good choice for me, but loving Dave's Killer Bread. And the small size is perfect for us bariatric patients. And they also have a bigger version, but I get the small one because it's portion control. Perfect. Sorry, I keep referring to... Oh, dietitian, the calcium thing. So all of my labs came out normal, even though I'm not always the greatest about my calcium chews and stuff. So what she suggested was changing my habits. So I have a pill box on my dining room table with my morning and evening meds. And then I have the 2 midday doses of calcium. I never took them. So she told me to put some calcium in my purse, put some in my lunch bag, which I did, but I also got a different kind. I was getting the Bariatric Advantage chewable ones. Instead, I got some of the like chocolate peanut butter chews, like a candy, and I put them on a mason jar on my kitchen table. I told the boys, don't eat those. Those are old lady medicine. And so I've been taking a handful. So because they're there, I only need to eat 3. And so I kind of have been doing that as like an after dinner treat. So I haven't been better about that. So that was a good suggestion that she made. Like I said, doing the Couch to 5K with one of my girlfriends who is not a Bariatric patient, but she's lost weight. We've been texting each other. I've been getting up before work at like 5:30 and running. Who am I? And I've been really proud of myself. I've been doing that pretty regularly, like at least 3 times a week for the last 3 or 4 weeks. So becoming a habit, I don't know. And on those days, I definitely get my 10,000 steps or more in. Let's see, clothing, shopping. I've been shopping. I'm such a hoarder. I had bins. You girls know how it is. Every girl has bins and bins of clothing from size 8 to size 28. And I've been going through and I've been finding them with tags. I've been finding, so I've been shopping in my own clothes, but shopping in stores has been good too. Hair loss is way better. I feel like it's finally stopped. I mean, my hair's crazy right now, but I feel like the crazy falling out has definitely stopped. And then the other thing that's different, and I can't really see it. Well, I'm on the floor. I've been wearing skirts and dresses, Gretchen, to work 2, 3, 4 days a week. I'm not doing hands-on nursing so much anymore. It's a lot more administrative and paperwork. And in the heat in the Northeast, I've just been throwing on a dress, a little skirt, no chub rub, no thigh issues. Yeah, so I'm rocking the dresses and the skirts, and I'm loving it. Of course, I gotta shave my legs more often, but whatever. So that's been a really good thing. So, yeah. Oh, sorry. Back to, this is completely, totally random video. Sorry, guys, but like I said, I want to get this done, get this up there, because it's been way too long. Okay, so this past month, weeks 41 through 46, I lost a total of 4.2 pounds. The previous month, I only lost 2.2 pounds. So, again, since March, which was 6 months, because it's right before my birthday, I was trying to get to that 229, so I'd be 100 pounds from my high weight. So since then, and it took me a while, it was like the end of March when I hit that. So since then, I've only lost 15 pounds. Again, I keep gaining and losing the same couple of pounds. But there's been a steady downward scale, and I definitely feel like my clothing is loose. Like the 12s are now loose. Like I could probably fit into some 10s, but I'm not going shopping. Maybe. And my bras are all, they don't fit right. I'm having to wear like a bra and a sports bra. But anyway, so my body shape is changing. So even though the numbers on the scale aren't necessarily changing so big, and I feel like my face is changing. This is a terrible angle. So that's attractive. But I definitely feel like my face is getting thinner, and yeah, collarboner. Yeah, look at that. That's what I call soup clavicle, when you can serve soup out of somebody's clavicle. There's one for you, hashtag soup clavicle. Let's get that trending, along with collarboner. So anyway, girls, happy summer, and guys, for those of you who are watching, thanks to all my new subscribers. Love everybody. And again, thanks to everybody who has done the Confessions of a Fat Kid video. Very thought-provoking. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Hopefully it won't be another month before I do a video. Take care. Bye.